we have been in a series called Lost Day. What are we missing? We've kind of started this about 3 weeks ago, and when we started it, we wanted to understand this lost day, this lost day concept. What are we missing in our own individual lives, and what are we missing as people generally? And so I just want to give us a quick recap in case you have not been here. We want to just let you know what you missed, so that when we start moving the train, everyone will be on board. Is that all right? All right, first thing we said, as we talked about it the first day, is that resting makes life beautiful. We talked about that there's some beauty in life that we cannot appreciate or understand or grasp until we rest. And so we had the display of the musician, where music was played without rest, and when it was played with rest included, we understood the beauty of the music. And it's the same thing for life. You can miss life if you don't take time to stop to rest. The second thing we understood is that resting allows us to grow. It is through our time to rest that growth happens for us physically. It's also the same for us even as we talk about our spiritual lives, and resting allows growth to happen. And then lastly, we went a little bit further, understanding rest and the fact that God gives us rest. And we said this, that when God does, listen, I'm moving by faith, that what I'm saying and I'm pointing to is behind me. I'm the green screen weatherman. When God does a major act, there is a Sabbath at the end of it. And we started to look at this concept, this biblical concept of a day of rest called the Sabbath. And God introduces right at the beginning in Genesis, right after he's finished with creation, he puts this day of rest called the Sabbath, because God was finished with a major act. And then we'll go further on and we'll understand that God does another major act and he puts this Sabbath rest at the end of it. And so you learned three things last week. The first thing that the Sabbath reminds us that we looked at last week are we are human beings, not human doing. You kind of saw that in the video. We are not defined by our doing. So we are human beings, not human doing. The second thing we learned is that we were made primarily for relationships. We are not made primarily for work. Work is probably a secondary thing we were made for. We were primarily made for relationships. So you don't find your value in the work you do. You're no more important if you've gotten a whole lot of things done, and you're no less important if you get nothing done. In fact, God even gives us a day, created a day for humanity, that he tells them, I want you to do no work. And in doing no work, God still validates them and says, you are as important as the days you get a lot of stuff done. In fact, on this day, my only thing on your agenda is do not work. Here's what's so awesome about that. It lets us know, right at the beginning, that our value comes from the relationships that we have. The relationship we have with God, and then the relationships we have with each other. And the last thing we see is that we receive salvation, and we receive rest as a gift because God is finished. We don't achieve salvation because of anything we do. We receive it because Jesus says it is finished. He has paid it all for us. And we receive rest in the same way because God was finished, he gave us rest. So today, real simply, I want to talk about a concept called passing it on. Everybody say pass it on. I'm not going to do the turn to your neighbor and say pass it on, but just pass it on. All right. One of the biggest traps of life is that we can become what we hate. One of the biggest trappings of life is that you can become the thing that you fixated on, that you say, I am against. You can become the thing that you most despise. In your focus on that thing, you can, in a roundabout way, come back around to embodying the thing that you don't like. There are some who have been in the midst of a home that had dysfunction and might have experienced a level of abuse or a level of just dysfunction. And one of the things we do as children is we make these promises to ourselves that I'll never do this like my parent. I will never be the dad like my dad was. I'll never be the mom my mom was. I'll never create a home that sounded like mine. But one of the challenges of life and the trappings of life is that we can sometimes embody and become the things we hate. We can be fixated on the abuses of others toward us as individuals, as a people group, and become in the same way perpetrators of that abuse toward others, another group. We can become oppressors when we've been people who've been oppressed. And so one of the big challenges and trappings of life is that you can become what you hate. And so what we want to do as we begin now to tracing this gift called the Sabbath through the Bible. We want to see how God uses that as an antidote to this virus that we as human beings have, where we become the thing we don't like. So God kind of uses the Sabbath as a tool to help us to not become what we don't like. So here's where we're going to Deuteronomy. We're going to look at Deuteronomy chapter 5. And there are a few things I want you to know about Deuteronomy chapter 5. In Deuteronomy chapter 5, God is retelling the law. In Exodus, God told the law. And now in Deuteronomy, God is telling the law. But here's what's so interesting. If you ever read God's 10 Commandments, and no matter if you're religious or not, 10 Commandments have become almost a staple for moral laws that people use in our society. But one of the interesting things is we leave off one of the most important parts of the 10 Commandments. God says it in both the Exodus version and the Deuteronomy version of the 10 Commandments. He says, I am the Lord your God, who has brought you out of the land of Egypt and out of the house of bondage. And this chapter shows us this very important point that you're going to put on the screen, that God provides freedom before God gives instruction. God doesn't give instruction to his people while they're slaves in Egypt. God provides them freedom before he gives any sort of instruction. That's important because sometimes we feel freedom comes as a result of my obedience or me doing something. And God is saying, no, I free you. And now here is what freedom allows you to live like. Because when you were enslaved, you could not live like this. So I free you so that freedom comes before instruction. And so we say that Deuteronomy is a retelling of the law. So I want to read as what is so interesting about the Deuteronomy version of the law, we all together, is that there is one commandment that is written a little bit different than the other 10, than the other 9. So I'm going to read that one to us, and there's some really powerful things I want us to get out of this. Listen, I am really excited about this because as I was studying for this, there is something about this that I feel as human beings we need to understand, not just individually. I think we need to understand this as families, and I think we need to understand this as a collective of people. So here's what it says. I'm going to read it, and I need you to lock in Deuteronomy 5:12 to 15. Here's what it says. Observe the Sabbath day to keep it holy, as the Lord your God commanded you. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work. Talked about that. God gives a command not to work. But then God goes further. He says, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your ox, nor your donkey, nor any of your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates, that your male servant and your female servant may rest as well as you. In verse 15, and remember that you were a slave in the land of Egypt, and the Lord your God brought you out from there by a mighty hand and by an outstretched arm. Therefore the Lord your God commanded you to keep the Sabbath day. So as we said last week, God presents a gift to Adam in a perfect world in the Garden of Eden. And the God re-gifts this gift to his people as they're coming out of slavery. As they're coming out of slavery, God re-gifts this and tells them to people who were defined by their work as slaves, hey, I'm giving you rest again as a gift. I am providing you rest. You no longer have to wait on the mercy of your slave master to have a break. I am commanding you to rest. God re-gifts rest to them coming out of slavery. And there are a few things that this gift called the Sabbath speaks to that I think all of us need to. The Sabbath speaks to human relationships. It speaks to human relationships. As we've come up and we've heard about the law, we've heard that the first 4 commandments speak about our love for God, and the last 6 speak about our love for humanity. Some of you have heard that. If you've heard it, just kind of nod your head. But I wanted to submit to you today that there's no commandment that speaks more to human relationships than the 4th one. That's a big, bold claim. I'm talking above honor your father and mother. I'm talking above marital relationships. This one not only speaks about our relationship with God, but it speaks about human relationships. Kind of nudge the person next to you. So it's talking about the relationship we have with each other. It's talking about human relationships. So here's one of the first things I want us to see. The Sabbath shows us family togetherness. family togetherness. Here's why I say that. Here's what it says in Deuteronomy 5, verse 13. It says, you, nor your son, nor your what? Daughter. God is saying this gift called rest is not one that you just go and you have by yourself. Like, okay, I got the gift, I'm over here. You gotta just do what you want. God is saying no. He's speaking to family leaders. It says, not only do you receive the gift, but you allow others in your family, and you bring your family together to enjoy that rest together. Yesterday, bought this banana pudding from the barbershop. Sorry, those two things don't go together. You don't buy banana pudding from a barbershop, but there's a guy who comes around to the barbershop selling banana pudding, okay? All right, so I just kind of clean it up. But there is something about when I got it that as in my family, I thought to myself, okay, I know this is good, so I can't just eat this by myself. Now, it was a small portion. And truly, I could have, and probably should have eaten it all alone. But there was something that says, this is too good to enjoy alone, that I need to extend this and share this with my family. And God is saying, listen, this gift of rest is so good that you don't enjoy it alone. You bring your family together. You say, listen, we're going to enter into this rest together. Because the way our world is working, families are programmed to be apart from each other. Families are programmed to run in different directions, to advance life, to go to school, and to keep work going, and to just keep different activities. And God is saying, I'm creating a day where you don't just rest alone. No, you enjoy this together. It's an experience that gets even better because you do it together. If that makes sense, just say yeah. So God is saying, well, it speaks about human relationship, not just you, but your son. Not just your son, but your daughter. God is saying, kind of bring your family together. I know some of us may be a family of one, but bring a friend together. Enjoy this gift together. It pulls people into close relationship. So it speaks about human relationship. The second thing I want us to see about human relationships in this gift called the Sabbath is that it breaks down hierarchy. It breaks down levels. It breaks down systems that we set up as human beings for us to classify one as better and one as worse. To classify people as more important and less important. It breaks down the systems that we've created to say who is in charge and who needs to take orders. Here's what it says. You, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your what? What's next? Nor your what? And then it lists animals, your ox, your donkey, any of your cattle, nor your stranger who's within your gates. That your male servant and your female servant may rest as well as you. Did you get that? Let me kind of break this down. So the way this was set up, everyone that's mentioned here lives in the same home. Son, daughter, but also male servant and female servant. They all live in the same home. The difference in the relationships is that the male and the female servants exist in the home to serve the leader of the house, the householder, the person who's in charge. So their existence in the home is based on them serving the person who is in charge. So every other day of the week, this is an unequal relationship. This is a relationship where I tell you what to do. This is a relationship where someone says to someone else, you do this. So it's a relationship of levels. Then God says, on this day, not only do you rest, not only does your son go back, not only does your daughter, give me the verse, but he says your male servant and your female servant. And then he says that your male servant and female servant may rest as well as you. Here's what's happening. In your home on that day, you're resting, your children are resting, but then your male servant and female servants are not working. So if you're in my home and you're supposed to be working for me, but you're not working on that day, what does that make you on that day? That makes us equal. That makes us brothers and sisters. That makes us not a relationship where one is more important and one is less important. That makes us brothers and sisters. On every other day, you can say, I need you to go get this. I need you to go get that. And it's my responsibility to do. But on this day, God is saying, no one serves you on that On that day, you affirm the equality of all humanity. On that day, no one is there just to be someone that meets your needs. On that day, you recognize and you extend full humanity to everyone else. Do y'all see that? When you live in my home and you don't serve me, what we are equals. God is saying, I've created a day to remind humanity. You have the same source. You have the same person that created you. And the person who is in your home that serves you every day, I want to remind you, they are made in the image of God just like you are. Because sometimes we are tempted to forget that other people are made in the same image of God. If someone serves you for too long, we are almost tempted to forget their humanity. I'm going to challenge you. You might go through the same line at the checkout store. You might go through different lines, but you might see someone over and over. You know, one of the challenges I realize as human beings, we don't even take the time to remember or say the name of the person who serves us, because they almost become a part of the furniture. They almost become a part of the scenery of what we're doing. And God is saying, I want to affirm the humanity of everyone. So on this one day, no one serves you. Can you imagine living life on a day when no one exists to serve you? God is saying all people are equal. And the reasoning given here is where I want us to go. As we looked at Exodus last week, God's reminder is, remember, I created you. When we look at Deuteronomy, God gives a different reasoning. The reasoning given here is for them to remember where they came from. Here's what it says. God doesn't want them to perpetuate what they had just escaped. God says, listen, if you go back to Deuteronomy chapter 5, and I want to read verse 15. It says, and remember that you were a slave in the land of Egypt, and the Lord your God brought you out from there with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm. Therefore, the Lord your God commanded you to keep the Sabbath. God is saying, I don't want you, after you've come out of a system where people made you work and defined you by your work, to now create that same system with people who are your servants. I don't want you, after you come out of being a slave, to enslave other people. I don't want you, after you have been just valued for your work, to now value other people only for what they can do for you. And so God is saying, I'm putting something here to make you remember that other people are not just beneath you. They're not just here to serve you. Everyone is equal. So God doesn't want them to perpetuate what they had just escaped. So here I want to make a pretty bold statement. The Sabbath goes against all forms of exploitation. The Sabbath is an affront. It is a standard against all forms of exploitation. Human and animal, and even exploiting our use of resources here in our world. See, our world operates where some have their needs met at the expense of others. Our world operates where some have their wants met at the expense of others. You see, there is enough in our world for human need, but there is not enough in our world for human greed. And so what we have done is we've created something, we've created a system in our world where some people are getting their wants met at the expense and the devaluation of others. I'm just going to call some ones that we are all familiar with. Human trafficking, where because people are trying to get work done or want to meet some sort of need, they have devalued someone and they are now getting their need met by exploiting someone. Sexual exploitation. It is interesting that one of the biggest businesses in our world is the porn industry. I know children are here, but what is so sad is that some people are getting wants met, base wants, at the exploitation of someone else's son. And it's because humanity has now exploited other human beings to have their wants met. Unfair labor practices where we're getting things that we like we're getting them because other people are working extra hours and not receiving fair pay. And so there's a lot of exploitation in our world. There's exploitation of animals, exploitation of the land. And God is saying in this Sabbath command that all are equal. Here's the question I want to ask us. Who do we think isn't valuable enough to receive this gift of rest? The gift of rest that God is extending to you. Who in your world do you unknowingly judge to be not valuable enough to receive the gift of rest? So while I'm resting, I don't mind, and I have to get you to work so I can meet my needs. Who do we think isn't valuable enough, isn't fully human enough that I need you to keep on doing what you're doing while I rest? And God is saying to all of us, you don't just rest alone. Not only does your family rest, I want you to let even people who might serve you rest as well, that on this day no one serves you. Here's how God even gets to. He says, don't let animals have to work. He doesn't say your pet dog. He's not saying your little birdie. No, he says cattle, donkeys. These are beasts of burden. The only reason we as humanity think they exist is to work for us. God is saying, even on that day, you let animals rest. Man, come on. This is environmental. This is green stuff. God is saying, even the land gets a chance to rest. And maybe what we're missing in our world is a realization and a reminder of the equality of all human life. Maybe what we're missing in our world is some tangible marker that slows our world down, that stops us in our track and says, what is valuable enough for you? This other person is valuable enough to receive it as well. So God is saying that to us. Here's what we say. On the Sabbath, all are valued enough to receive rest. So my resting should not come at the expense of someone else having to work. I want to say this, and I'm going to close with this. The gift of the Sabbath is like the gift of grace. All right? The gift of the Sabbath is like the gift of grace. I just told somebody. Okay, stay with me. Every gift God gives has a principle of accept and pass it on. Every gift that God gives has the principle of accept the gift, pass it on. And grace is just like that. When you receive God's grace, God has this wonderful principle that grace received has to be grace extended. When God gives grace to you, you can't withhold grace from someone else. When God gives you unmerited favor and a blessing that you will never deserve, God says you pass that on to someone else. You don't live your life in relationships being exacted with other people. Forgiveness is like a gift. When God gives you forgiveness, you extend forgiveness. When God forgives you, you forgive someone else. When God forgives you and pardons you, you pardon someone else. And the Sabbath gift is the same. Rest received is rest extended to others. So when God gives us rest as a gift, He's saying, pass it on to someone else. Allow someone else who may live life based on all they do. Allow them in that day, in that space, to experience this rest that God has given you. I want to read this. I want to say this. Rest isn't something we earn. Rest is a gift we receive from God. We said this last week. Rest received is rest passed on. Jesus comes to earth. I'm going to close with Jesus. He comes to earth. And if you read the stories of Jesus and the way He interacted with the Sabbath, you would almost think, what is Jesus? Is He going against it? What Jesus is showing us in all of His examples is rest received is rest extended. So on the Sabbath, if you read the Bible stories, every time Jesus heals on other days, people come to find Him. When Jesus is healing on any other day of the week, people come find Jesus. When you read the healings of Jesus on the Sabbath, He goes and He finds people. And He knows other people will be mad with Him. He knows it will create controversy. But what Jesus does is he looks to find people who are broken, and he says, I'm coming to extend healing to you. Because what Jesus is doing on that day is saying there is something in your life that is preventing you from experiencing the rest of God. So I'm here to now give you a healing, a restoration, so you can fully appreciate this gift called rest. So Jesus finds people so he can extend the rest of God. He is saying, I'm resting, others are resting, but there is something in your life that is preventing you from resting. I want to restore you, so rise and be healed. I want to restore you so that you can experience this wonderful gift of rest. I just want to say to us that what we're talking about here is not just an individualistic, okay, this is for me. This is something where rest received is rest extended. This is something that brings communities and families together. This is something that pulls us even away from the consumption of our world that says, keep buying, keep working, keep doing. It says, no, on one day I'm pulling out of the system. I'm pulling out of this matrix. And I am affirming the humanity of all. I'm not putting myself in a position where anyone has to serve me. Instead, what I'm going to do is extend that rest and give someone a hand up so they can experience